friends. Welcome back to Llama Mama Kayla's Yarn Tube. I'm Kayla. Thank you for stopping by for a visit and to hang out with me today. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. I am going to say I've had a blessed day. I got to spend the morning with my honey. He took off work this morning to take me for an eye doctor's appointment, which was a total wasted trip, but we got to spend time together. Okay, that's the positive of it. No, I had an eye appointment. I went at the end of January. Okay, this eye appointment is not with a regular eye doctor, like a I mean, it is an eye doctor, but it's not like going to, I don't know how to say this. It's not like going to an eye place uptown where you've made an appointment. This is at the hospital. It's the eye clinic. They do all sorts of testing. They have all these machines, like all the up-to-date machines and stuff, and they test eyes and do all kinds of things. I take Plaquenil, which is it's a medication that is normally gave to people with autoimmune diseases, and since I have scleroderma and lupus and CREST, Sjögren's, that's a common medication for us spoonies. And I'm sure some of you probably own it too. But anyway, it can mess with your eyes, and I'm sure it does mess with my eyes. My eyes have declined, and some days my eyes are worse than other days. And, you know, some days they're just downright horrible, and I'm just like, I can't see nothing. And then some days, you know, I can see some with the help of these glasses. But some days, no matter, glasses aren't going to help at all. Anyway, so since I take this Plaquenil, my doctor has me to have an appointment with the eye clinic there at the hospital, and that way all the records are connected and everything, and he can see that I went to the appointment and, you know, what they said and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, I go to the eye appointment. I went in January, and at the end, it was the end of January, and they said at your next visit you'll see the eye doctor, because at that time I went and had, like, I don't know, a whole bunch of tests run on all these different machines. So I went today to see the eye doctor. Got in there when it was a lot of people there, like this must have been the day for eye clinic. When I finally got called back there, she took me back there to this machine that I know I've taken many, many tests on. And I said, what are we doing today? And she said, you got to take this eye test here. And I said, I took that last time I was here. I thought I was seeing the eye doctor this time. And she said, no, you have to get this test redone. I said, when am I going to see the eye doctor? She said, oh, you will next visit. So anyway, I had already had this test run in January, but had to have it run again today. So we did it. I did it. It didn't take very long. And then Big Daddy and I went to Target to pick up his prescriptions. We stagger our prescriptions all month long, according to paydays and such, you know, because I have a lot of prescriptions. He has a lot of prescriptions, and so we have to stagger them throughout the month, you know, and that's just the way we've worked it out. So we always have prescriptions to go pick up, and actually he had his insulin to go pick up, and then we went to Target and done that. And then we stopped and got some gas, and then he brought me home, and he has left to go to work. So here I am spending some time with you guys. Exactly what I want to do. And I will tell you, I did have an appointment with a gynecologist yesterday. Let me just back up and say, my skin is so much better. Praise the Lord for prayers and prednisone. My skin is so much better, and I'm taking that 40 milligrams of prednisone a day, which is a lot. I mean, I have taken higher. I've taken 60 milligrams a day, but it has calmed my skin down so much. Like, seriously, you just cannot even tell. I mean, I'm sure you can tell, it is not anything going on with my face. Really and truly, I mean, I want y'all to see my face looks so much better. Oh my gosh, I'm so thankful because I was supposed to lose my mind last week. Okay, prednisone does that. Like, I know I can take large dose of prednisone and it will get better, but then when I taper down, it flares right back up. So I'm going to take this for 3 weeks, and then I'm sure he's going to taper me down when I go back in 3 weeks, and so it may flare back up. I don't know. It probably will, because that's usually what does happen. But maybe I'll have enough prednisone in my body that it doesn't get so bad so fast. Anyway, so I am so thankful that this has cleared up. Now, I've been still having problems with, I guess, a cyst on my left ovary. So I had that gynecologist appointment yesterday, and Big Daddy texts me and want to know how's it going. And after I didn't even see the text, of course, because I'm having an exam. I don't have my phone. And after we left, we made it to the truck. We're going down the road. I saw that he had texted me, and I just texted him back, horrible. I mean, seriously, I couldn't even talk. I was so weak. I was nauseated from the pain because they mashed around a lot. And then when you're fat, they have to mash even harder, okay? And I was just so nauseated and so weak when we left there. I was out of it. I mean, it was bad. It was really bad. But, they running some tests. Okay, so then at the end, after they did everything, and they come back in and they said, okay, well, we scheduled you for an ultrasound June the 16th, maybe. I think it's the 16th. Sometime mid-June. We scheduled you for an ultrasound, and then in a couple weeks after that, you'll come back in and we'll talk about the results and stuff. So what I heard her say was, if you're still alive in the middle of June, come get this ultrasound done. And then if you're still alive 2 weeks later or a week later, come back in and we'll talk about why you're still alive. Oh gosh, she didn't say that, but I mean, that's the way I'm hearing her say that, like, okay, it's May, but if you're still alive in June, come back and get an ultrasound. Why does it take so long to get an ultrasound? If you were to go to the ER and they felt like you needed an ultrasound, they'd send you right over there and they would take an ultrasound and they'd have results in 30, 40 minutes. So why does it take so long to schedule? That's hilarious. But anyway, that's just the way it works. And no, I'm not supposed to go to the emergency room just so I can get an ultrasound quicker, because emergency rooms are expensive and I have to pay for that. So I'll just wait it out. But yes, I'm having some issues there. I mean, I don't want to say too much information, because anything I say is too much information on that matter, but something's definitely going on. And yes, on my left side in the front, I'm feeling a lot of pain. It comes and goes, but at times it's a very sharp pain. And I mean, I can tough it out a month. I'm a tough girl. I can tough it out. So we'll see. I am drinking some gas station sweet tea, and it is really good. Okay, so I've been meaning to update you guys on my son Dakota's dog Windsor. If you remember, a few weeks ago, he had to have eye surgery. They were trying to save his eye. Well, turns out he did lose vision in that eye. He cannot see out of that eye. But they were able to leave the eyeball. So he has the eyeball. He just can't see out of it. And Dakota said most definitely he can't see because he's having to turn his head, if Dakota's on this side of him, because, or whatever, whichever it is there, the dog has to turn his head all the way around to be able to see Dakota. So, but he's running around playing and he's happy, and life goes on. Dogs adapt. We had a one-eyed dog one time. His name was One-Eyed Jack. He was a yard dog, but he was like one of the best dogs we ever had. He would kill snakes, and when we would drive up from, we was going to town or something, we'd come home and we would be driving up, he would circle our whole acreage. Here we have like 3 acres. He would run our 3 acres as we were driving up and come back and meet us. Funniest dog. But anyway, Windsor's doing good. I was talking to Dakota last night, and he said, this dog is so weird. And I said, what's he doing? He said, well, I just sat down and took my socks off. I took one sock off. Windsor grabbed it, took off running up the stairs with it, came back down, and Dakota took his other sock off, and the dog grabbed his other sock and took off running up the stairs with it. So, he's doing fine. He's running up and down the stairs, happy-go-lucky. So that's good. Well, guys, I have something to tell you. I am fighting Startitis, like really bad, okay? Like, I have some projects going on that I'm so excited about, and I'm working on them. But I have this project in my head, and if I don't get that project out of my head, I'm not going to be able to do anything else. So, I'm probably going to start a project here in just a little bit. It is WIP Wednesday, by the way, in case you didn't know. You can start WIPs on Wednesday. No penalties, right? So I'm thinking this project that I'm going to do, I don't have a pattern for it. It's just, I just got to do this project, okay? I'm debating whether I should just record this, freestyling this, like showing you what I'm doing and going through what I'm doing with you guys. It'll be kind of a mystery project. Mystery to see if it turns out. But the colors I'm going to use in this project, and it is an amigurumi, and I'm going to be using a 5mm hook. It needs white yarn. It needs some pale purple, like a lavender, even orchid. And I thought I had orchid, and I might have some in my floppies. This one I pulled out here is a jasmine, and it'll work, but if I have some orchid in there, I might use it instead. But and a navy, some kind of navy. Now, I don't really like working with black yarn or navy, especially on amigurumis, but this project has to have navy. I guess it could be dark purple. This part could be dark purple instead of navy, but and the stiffer the yarn, the better. Like this right here is that old Craft Smart. Now, the newer Craft Smart is a lot softer than this old one's, but this is the old brand label, you can see. So it is a lot stiffer. So the stiffer the yarn, the better for amigurumis, I say. It's just my preference. But anyway, I did pull out. I was able to find 2 partial skeins of this navy, and I looked, and the dye lot and the color is the exact same, but to my eye, one of them looks a little bit lighter than the other. I was seeing if it does in the camera, but anyway, and I found this Red Heart Super Saver, but I think I might have some crusty, crunchy white to use in there. I'm gonna have to look. I'm gonna have to look for my white and my purple. This purple is fine, and it's a little on the stiffer side. It's not a soft purple, so it'll work. But any kind of lavender or orchid would work too. Just not a dark purple. You'd want a light purple. But anyway, so would you guys want to do that? Would you want to do a mystery project? Like, it would be like part 1, part 2, part 3. it would be several parts to it leading up to the finished project, and then we'll find out what the mystery project is. It is an amigurumi. It is a cartoonish character. Yeah. Anyway, um, I think I'm gonna do that because I have just got to. I gotta start crocheting on this. Really and truly, it's driving me crazy. What are you guys doing today? What's going on in your world? What are you crocheting on, or what's your craft for the day? I know people have more than one craft in yarn, crocheting, knitting, loom knitting. We have more. Well, I really don't anymore, but lots of people have more than one craft they're working on. Some people do diamond paintings. I personally don't. I just think that would be a little too tedious for me. But I love seeing other people's photos of their finished projects and stuff like that. I just don't want to do it. Some people do embroidery or cross stitch, and so we're not all, everybody has stuff other than just yarn or crocheting they're probably doing. So I don't mind hearing about that. I'm not like, oh, only yarn, only crochet, only knitting, or, no way. I want to hear about your craft that you're working on, whether it is raising caterpillars, Miss Curry. My sweet, sweet friend, Miss Curry. Every year, every spring, she is growing milkweed and raising some caterpillars and turning them into some monarch butterflies, and then she releases them, and that is just a precious thing. When my kids were little and we homeschooled, we did that one year where we raised caterpillars and let them out and stuff, and it was a great experience. It was really fun. But then the next year, Elijah wanted to. I didn't order the kit to do it the next year, and Mrs. Curry's not ordering a kit. She's just doing that on her own because she's smart and she knows how to do that. And so, but I didn't order Elijah a new kit one year, and he collected a whole bunch of little moths and had them in this little bug keeper thingy that wasn't appropriate. And he had these in the house, and them things hatched, and we got infested with moths that year. Oh my goodness, it was horrible. It took us forever to get moths out of everything. You would not believe what all moths can find their way into. It was horrible. We bombed and bombed and bombed trying to get rid of moths, and I banned him. Do not ever bring stuff in this bug catcher in the house and set it somewhere and leave it. I didn't realize what was going on with it, and Dakota finally discovered that later. But yeah, you don't want to get infested with moths from your son's bug catcher keeper kit thing. It was one he had got like at a science museum, so it was made real good. It was cute and made of wood and screen and all this kind of stuff, but it wasn't up to par. But anyway, I just love that Miss Curry does do that. That's her craft right now. That's for her interest, and that's what she's doing. So we all have more than just yarn. So I want to hear about it. Let me tell me what's going on in your world. And I'm gonna have to start on this, and I'm just gonna start recording what I'm doing, and it's not going to be any kind of professional tutorial. It's going to be, we're going to try this and see how this works out, and if it don't, we'll rip it out and do it again. So you might want to watch the video, then go back and redo it. I don't know. But just, a relaxed crocheting together type thing. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Like I said, Big Daddy went into work, and he will be home later on. I don't even know what time it is, but he'll be back later on, and we don't have any plans for tonight. Probably going to go to bed early. He'll probably want to go to bed early too, because it's been a long day already, even though we didn't get anything done. And let's see, what is today? Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't know what we're doing Saturday, but Saturday night, my little friends Zeke and Evie, they're both 13 years old. They are coming down Saturday evening to spend some time with me and Big Daddy. I think their mom she has something to attend, and so she asked could Zeke and Evie come stay with us. And I was like, of course, certainly. They're more than welcome to come down here anytime. So they're coming to hang out with us while she goes to an event or whatever she's got going on. And I don't know, we'll plan something. Maybe we'll play a game or, just plan something to hang out with them. Maybe roast some marshmallows or something. Show them a little good time. And then we'll start the week over, start a new week. And we're fixing to start a new month. Can y'all believe that? It is June. I mean, next week. It's June. It just flies up. It just really just pops up there. But, that's life. Time marches on. Well, anyway, guys, so I have projects in there, and I could have brought a project in and been crocheting on it, but I honestly have got to get this project out of my head because it is all I can think about. And the whole time I was at the hospital waiting on my appointment, I was crocheting on that rainbow blanket that I'm making with Premier Vivid in the rainbow colorway, or primary colorway. It's primary. I was working on that. It's that ripple blanket. But I couldn't keep my mind on what I was doing because I was thinking about this other project. And so, yeah. Are you like that when you get a project in your head and you got to do the project to get it out of your head? Do you ever have projects like that, or is it just me? I was looking up there to see if I had the bulky yarn to do this project, but I better just do it in 4-weight. I think it's already going to turn out large enough in 4-weight. But anyway, guys, yeah, I'm just rambling and just carrying on, and but I am so thankful that you're here today. I'm thankful that you are my friends and that you do come back and support me and watch me and encourage me. And I just appreciate you all so very much. You just don't know. Thankful for any new subscribers. Thankful for the people who return and watch video after video of this woman yakking her head off. Oh, goodness. Actually, I just looked at my shirt. That would be the perfect shade of purple. But, this will work too. Anyway. Alright, guys. Well, I'm going to let you all get going. And if you want to join in on this little mystery project video parts that I might be putting together, join me. It's going to be fun. I think so anyway. Remember, I like weird, so join at your own risk. I'm going to let you all get going for sure, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, friends. I love you. Hope you have a wonderful evening. Bye, friends.